To manage LiveNoding. In this episode, I want to show you how to make this random voodoo dolls kind of creation using geometry nodes in Blender. So first of all, always do a research. Okay, voodoo dolls. I should have worked on the button eyes, but the one that I'll be creating is basically something that's made of maybe stick and random looking ropes. So yeah, let's get started. Should be pretty easy. Normally I like to work with curve, so Shift A, create a curve, Bezier, and go to tab, edit mode, and when I first started, I just gonna draw like random thing. You can write like Voodoo, and if you want to, you can also randomize here. This is a pretty interesting way to randomize. You can subdivide and randomize if you want to, but in our case, we're just gonna use geometry nodes for that. So let's just switch to geometry nodes, go full screen, save, Voodoo doll. We're gonna draw and post the voodoo dolls later. At the moment, it's just like writing. So we start with resample curve and set it to length. So you decide how much resolution you want. But basically, all I want to do is just to randomize. So I like random stuff. So let's just plug this into the offset. So we have random stuff happening. Probably too random, but that's okay. You can adjust the length of the curve that's being resampled. If this is too strong, vector math, scale or multiply, what is it, scale, can handle the job. Okay. The next thing we want to do, set Bezier, set spline, and set handle type. Okay, and then set this to Bezier. So we have this kind of spiraling things happening. You can also try using NURBS or Catmull ROM. Play around with that. You can smooth. You can smooth the line or even randomize this further using noise. Let's do a little bit of math here. Subtract. I like to just use -0.5, and then here I just use another multiplier. Plug this into the offset. Just some kind of extra noise happening for our voodoo dolls. Yeah, okay, cool. So we use random and we use noise just to randomize the positions of our lines here. This one, set spline time, and this is like a pair. It's pretty cool. And then we can use curve to mesh and circle. But if it's too strong and too big in radius, so I just actually basically I want to have this squiggly lines, and on top of that I want to have like a stick underneath. For the stick, based on the original curve, I will resample as well. This time this is long, make this bigger. And maybe split the edge, and then I will use curve to mesh once again. Plug this in. Okay, this mesh to curve needs to happen here. Oh wait, what is this complaining? Input geometry has unsupported. Okay, we need to curve to mesh here, split the edges, and then make it back to curve, and then use a circle. This is for the stick part. Fill the caps and play around with the resample. Yeah, I should have maybe like randomized this a little bit more. that's this one sets position. Maybe set position after we split the edges. We set the positions and randomize. And scale. Maybe even random value here. Oh, yeah, it doesn't like. Maybe set radius over here and plug this random into there. I just want to have like like a random wood being spawned there, kind of like a stick. Okay, file, save as. Now that we have this being created, we can go to edit mode, select everything. Let's draw some voodoo dolls. And at this point you can be creative. If you want, you can pose your voodoo dolls. And if you know, you can actually animate this. You can set this to surface so it's not fully flat. If you set it to surface and then you keep drawing, it's gonna keep adding into these voodoo dolls. So it's gonna be drawn on top. So if you keep drawing on the body, for example, it's gonna be, you know, thicker and thicker. Maybe on the face, just to add some depth. So once you got your voodoo dolls, you can kind of modify this further, whatever you like, but we have some kind of randomness happening already. Maybe add cavity, take a screenshot. Let's see if you can kind of, let's just add some AI to do this. AI prompt string. Okay, let's the AI be a little bit creative, somewhere around there. Ready. Voodoo dolls made of hair, sticks, fur, eyes made of button. We don't have eye, but this guy can do it for us. I think this is the fastest to do the AI stuff for now. You can do many, like you can use different ways, like set it up on your computer and run Stable Diffusion. And also you can select your model, Stable Diffusion 1.5 or 2.1. Just let the machine do some more creativity. You can of course colorize this guy if you want to. Right click, convert to mesh. If this is already like mesh, you can then sculpt it and colorize. This is the fastest way to do it. Yeah, this is very high performance if you're doing it this way. Any other way might be not as fast. You can make a colorful voodoo dolls, because if you didn't give color, it's gonna be pretty much gray. Yeah, I think for the voodoo dolls, proper voodoo dolls will have eyeballs and some kind of details around the eyes. Maybe this is some kind of voodoo dolls that brings joy instead of curse, you know. Oh, this one takes a while, unfortunately. Sculpt it. And if you want to, you can use the ballooning method or just inflate it manually. And it's very random stuff, but it's still it's pretty fun to do. If your character have depth, you can actually just use the dream texture add-on, right? Just to turn this into some kind of render. Color filter. I haven't used color filter much. You can play around with the hue there like that. It's pretty cool. I'll just go back to paint, finish this paint, you know, adding random color, because you want this to be colorful if you want to. Take another screenshot. This guy is too slow at the moment. I don't know why. Let's run this. Voodoo dolls made of hair, sticks, fur, eyes made of buttons. I think it's probably refusing sometimes. Yeah, okay. We got something, right? We can rerun this. If you use the colorful one, the AI will try to make something that's pretty close to that. Okay. Yeah, this is what I mean. I mean, you can of course do this inside Blender, making it looks like fur, but the AI kind of give you like some kind of concept ideas. Maybe give 100 variations overnight if you're running it as a batch, and then you have some ideas, okay, where you want to take this further. Yeah, so that's basically the whole process. That's the ideas. Just maybe pose your character, or just if you want to improve this look later, yeah, by looking at the AI creations, you can do that, of course, or go back to scratch and then resculpt your creations. Whatever you do, you just follow what your heart thinks, and then be happy with the final result. Just, you know, I think it's all about adding variations and following your intuitions. All right, so thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.